Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning into another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the things that I would do today to get started as a UX designer. Knowing the things that I know now, being in the industry for over 20 plus years, what would I do today to get started? I'm going to go over several different things. I'll probably go into detail in these things in other videos, but no BS. Here's what I would do today, knowing the things that I know now, working for a lot of companies, working with a lot of top talented people. Been a part of a lot of large product organizations. Here's what I would do. No BS. Number one, mindset. Get your mindset right. I listen to a lot of Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, and the number one principle in Think and Grow Rich is desire. And it has nothing to do with money, the Think and Grow Rich principles, but all about getting something that you want, success. And the first principle is desire. A lot of people hit me up, Mike, should I be a UX designer? Should I be a front end developer? Should I do this? Should I do that? If you don't have the 100% desire in what you want to accomplish, you're going to bow out at some point. You're not going to be able to take the licks if you don't see the results come fast enough. All right. So number one is desire. Get your mindset right and be 100% committed towards getting what you want. That's number one. And listen to a lot of Earl Nightingale, listen to a lot of Napoleon Hill. Number two is live by the principle of just keeping things simple, all right? Only focus on the essentials. I live by this principle. And what I mean by this is in my 20 plus years in this industry, there's a lot of things that I don't know that a lot of other designers know more than I do. Why? Because they weren't essential to my producing product designs and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that I don't even mess with because they're non-essential to what I do. Things that are non-essential are things that I can learn when I need to learn them, know them, right? Things that I need to know today in order to get the job done, those are essential things. Keep things simple. In addition to, on that particular note, that principle, keeping things simple, number three is choose one product and stick to it. There's a million tools out on the market that can get you, that can distract you. You can learn all these things, become a generality at all these things, but you won't ever become a master at one. Pick one and stick with it, get good at it. That's what I do. And what I mean by that is like UI design tools. Today I use Sketch, there's Figma, there's Adobe XD. There's a million other UX pin. I'm sure somebody's gonna leave me a comment. Hey, Mike, you forgot this one. In my career, I only had two. I used Adobe Fireworks for like 10 plus years. When they killed off Adobe Fireworks, I moved to Sketch. I'm a power user in Sketch, knowing the essential tools within that product. And that's all I need to know right now. Pick one tool and stick with it, all right? Don't get on this hamster wheel of learning everything that comes out and get thrown at your way. The new shiny object syndrome, all right? Don't go down that path. Next, I would think UX design and understand that UX design is basically just common sense. All right. UX is not a real thing where you can pinpoint and say, hey, I know that person. That person's a great UX designer. A great UX designer, in my opinion, is somebody that understands common sense design. All right. Go pick up the book, go to Amazon, pick up the book, Don't Make Me Think by Stephen Krug. If you pick up that book is filled with amazing timeless principles that will teach you the basics, the foundation of what a good UX designer or how a good UX designer should think. All right, it's all about common sense. Next, if I'm putting UX design aside, I'm going to be focusing on my visual UI design skills. Excuse me. Focus on improving your visual UI design skills. I would take several weeks and just start copying screenshots that I see on the web. I would do a search for SaaS UI UX app. I would see a lot of amazing apps on Google Images or Dribbble or Pinterest. I would take one, all right? Don't spend hours and hours browsing. Spend 2 minutes and you pick one. Then you take the task of mimicking that particular app, all right? The task of mimicking or copying a screenshot that you see on the web is going to open up a chest full of questions. How do I get that font? How do I get those colors? What resolutions do I use? How do I get those icons? blah, 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 blah. Millions of questions that you're going to go to Google and you're going to search. You're going to hit me up. You're going to hit up other designers, and you're going to find those questions or those answers to those questions. That's the whole point. You're going to get so good at copying apps or copying sites that you're going to get tired of doing that. Don't stop until you get really good at copying other designers or other apps, okay? The point of doing that is now you're ready. Once you're done, you're ready to design your own project. Come up with an idea for one personal project that you create on your own. When I first got started, it was a sports app because I love sports and I go to ESPN all the time. So I designed a sports app, and that was the one that I choose. Choose something that's going to be fun to you, that you're going to enjoy doing. It's going to be a personal project, and you're going to build 1 to 6 different screens if you can. All right. What I mean by that is build 1 to 6 different states. You design the first page, go deeper. What happens when I click on this button? There might be another state, an overlay, a drop down, a login page, blah, blah, blah. You're going to do 1 to 6 page. You want to get in the habit of each project that you design. Just don't stop at 1 or 2 screens. Go 6 to 8 pages deep. All right, if you can go 15, great. That's great. If you can only go 2 and you can't think of any, that's all good, because as you get more experience, you're going to understand the different states that come about when you're designing and developing a product. All right, but that's the point. Do that and give yourself, I would give myself about 2, as I'm getting really good at designing apps, I would give myself like a 2 to 3 week goal of designing an app every 2 to 3 weeks. And I would take the next 6 months and try to come up with 3 to 4 to 5 different apps. I would take the next rest of this year, we're in a COVID environment, and not even worry about getting a job, but just use this time as like spring training to build out and develop my skills, and wait for the upcoming year when I think there's going to be a hiring surge. When a president solidified, we know who the president's going to be. I think a hiring surge is going to come in the coming year. All right. And I would just do that. Keep building out personal projects. In the midst of this, after you get 1 or 2 projects, I would go to Wix.com or Webflow and have fun in building a simplified portfolio. Name, title, email address, whatever to contact you, and then screenshots. That's it. There shouldn't be anything fancy on your first portfolio. Just something there where you can take that link. So when you're applying on LinkedIn and you're applying on all these Indeed.com and all these other job boards, you're going to be posting your resume or your portfolio to those apps or to those applications. That's the whole point. You can always get better as you go. After you have that portfolio and all that stuff, now after you have one project up there and you have a portfolio, now what I would do, I would spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. As you're continuously nonstop learning every day, improving your skills, improving your visual design skills, building, like working on personal projects, I would spend a lot of time on LinkedIn, updating my resume, updating my profile, and networking with people. Go to Google, go to podcasts and all that stuff, and start to learn about soft skills. Learn about the importance and the values of soft skills. We all have soft skills it's free. It's a low cost of entry just to utilize and be aware of these soft skills. Use them to your advantage. This is going to help you network with people, connect with designers, and land interviews. All right, your soft skills is what's going to be the thing that people are going to gravitate towards once they see, oh, you have some skills. Next comes your soft skills, right? So if you do that, that's how I would get going in this industry. Now, I would never stop building personal projects until I'm so good that my name starts trending out in either on social media or wherever, on LinkedIn. Okay. Like I would just continue to put out personal projects where I'm on and on, and there's going to be a recruiter who says like, wow, your design skills are amazing. Can we talk? That's when you know you're in. And keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. Building up your portfolio and your skills and how much effort you put into your learning, building up your skills, showcasing your skills. It's up to you. If, like Gary Vaynerchuk says, stop watching Lost and grind. If you do that, it's up to you. How many, there's nobody stopping you to work every single night, to work every single day, to put forth and try to build up great designs that you can showcase to the world on LinkedIn, on social media apps and sites and stuff like that, that you can get your skills out there in front of people to see. And people will be like, hey, I want to talk to that person. All right, that person's skills is sharp. I want to talk to that person. Do that. That's how you get your foot in the door. Now, in the midst of all this, you might need some tutorials and stuff like that, but there's a lot you can do right up, on your own before you pay for any, tutorials right now. If you want more, you can go to my site, ML UX Academy. You can check out the stuff that I have there. I will be offering one-on-one coaching services for folks who are serious, want mentorship, want somebody to talk to informally about your career path, and we can work together to get you aligned to where you really want to go. I'm going to be offering that. I'm going to have a page up at some point in the next few weeks, but right now I don't have that up. But if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, you can go to my site, ML UX Academy, use the contact link and say, hey, Mike, you mentioned something about one-on-one coaching. I'm interested in that. And we'll chat back and forth about that service. All right. But until now, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and use my site, ML UX Academy, to contact me. That contact link, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. All right, guys, we'll talk soon. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.